What up, YouTube? Coming to you once again. This is Ferguson, bringing some more game about narcissism. You know, a lot of people out here dealing with this stuff. You can deal with this stuff in your family, in your marriage, in your friendships, at your job. You know, this stuff is real. You know, this stuff breaks good people like you and me down. You know, it hinders us. It robs us. You know, of our joy, our talent, our ability. You know, it's a binding force. You know, and I've seen this through my journey, and just waking up to it. You know, and I realized like how much it's held me down. You know, being in a relationship with a narcissist. And listen, you probably got a narcissist in your family. Listen, you watching this video for a reason, and I'm gonna give you some raw, real game and let you know that, hey, you know, you got to know how to navigate this thing. You know, like and listen, I'm not knocking therapy. Like, your therapist may not be able to help you out of this. Like, you know, your friends, your mama, like, listen, you got to depend on your gut instinct, your own spirituality to help get you up out of this mess. It's a whole mess. And listen, if you don't believe it's a whole mess, you in denial. But listen, I understand because I've been there, and I understand, you know, the emotional turmoil that it puts you in. Like, it puts you in emotional turmoil. And let me tell you, narcissism, I've seen it in ministry. I've seen it in church. I've seen it at jobs. You know, I've seen it in families, like I said. And this stuff is no joke. And I realized to myself, like, you know, a lot of insecurities in me came from dealing with a narcissist. But again, this narcissist thing is a whole realm. It's a whole world. And if you understand it and you have insight on it, it'll make you stronger. You know, you'll know how to move. Like, and let me tell you, like, even recently, you know, in a contract that I was in, a job, you know, it helped me navigate some things. And I found myself under attack. Like, you know, these people, strike that. This manager was like after me for no good reason, just after me. Why? Because he's a narcissist. And listen, narcissists hate people that are woke to them. And listen, I'm woke. You're not going to manipulate me. You're not going to play me. You're not going to give me silent treatment. I know where you're coming from. I know what your agenda is. I know you don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Listen, narcissists tend to gravitate towards people that feed into them, that kind of, in a sense, you know, worship their cause, that love them, that are loyal to them. Listen, I'm not going to be loyal to you unless you earn it, unless you prove yourself. I'm not going to be loyal to you unless I see your character. But again, you know, this the dimension I want to go into today about narcissism. And listen, somebody out there has dealt with that. I want to talk about the flying monkey syndrome. I made that up. It sounds important and stuff. I like that term. Listen, some of you are dealing with the flying monkey syndrome. And listen, in narcissism, the flying monkeys are like the cohorts of the narcissist. You know, they're on the team with the narcissist. They believe their lies. They feed into them. You know, in a sense, you know, they follow them to some degree. Some of them are loyal. You know, some of them feed off of them. But I'm going to tell you about a situation where I was, you know, in a situation and I was dealing with some flying monkeys. And one of these monkeys, I like to call them monkeys. That might have been offensive, but listen, I'm gonna call it what it is. And listen, one of these flying monkeys, you know, was a male, and this flying monkey, you know, was almost trying to bully me. And I'm gonna give you the story, because this story gonna help you out. So, you know, I don't want to, you know, call names and put nobody under the bus, put nobody on blast. But listen, I want you to catch the lesson of what I'm trying to tell you. So one of these flying monkeys was a male, and they was in cahoots with the narcissist. You know, the narcissist did a lot for this flying monkey. So they had loyalty to this flying monkey. So mind you, this individual, I guess after, you know, really listening to all the lies of the narcissist about me, started to develop really strong feelings of anger towards me unprovoked. Now, mind you, I'm in a situation where, like, I'm kind of like, I dealt with one narcissist, who for over about 12 years. And here I am coming into a setting, only to realize, like, what, it's narcissism reigning here too. So again, this male individual started just showing anger towards me, unprovoked anger. And it was almost like bullying. And I started scratching my head, because I was truly in a vulnerable situation. Like, from dealing with the previous narcissist, I had lost everything and I was vulnerable. I was living with someone, and it was a tough situation. So on top of that, I started seeing narcissism manifest again. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like, I gotta call it what it is. And I was kind of taken aback, because I was welcomed there. But as I got there, I started to see the truth. I started to see some of the same things that I saw when I was living with a narcissistic woman for about 12 years. So this individual, like, would start taunting me, and bullying me. And I said to myself, and I held my peace, for number one, because, like, I've matured into a certain place. And I would say, back in the days, like, this dude, I would have knocked this dude head off. Not only that, but it was strange, because I'm like, okay, like, I'm the type of individual, like, I'm very calm and collective. I believe I'm a very emotionally intelligent person, but this individual literally was like bullying me and harassing me, and had so much anger towards me. And I knew it was the narcissist working on his brain, because, that's what the narcissists do. And let me tell you something, footnote. Listen, the narcissists will try and find people that are weaker. Like, they prey on weaker people, because they can exert their energy on them without them questioning. They can use them, they can manipulate them effortlessly. So this individual was being manipulated by a narcissist. So I guess in his ignorant brain, he felt like he could keep bullying me. And you know what? For a long time, I allowed it, because I knew the source. I knew the narcissist was feeding him lies about me, and the narcissist knew what they were doing. And the narcissist was silently using all of the psychological instrumentation and warfare on this individual to hate me and to attack me. But let me tell you something. And narcissists, as smart as they may appear or present themselves, they're not global thinkers. Like, with a narcissist, if you start thinking globally, if you start analyzing what they do, you realize they're really not that intelligent. Like, all of their stuff is manipulation. But again, I guess the narcissist felt like, this individual was intimidating me, or I was afraid. It wasn't that I was afraid. It's just like, hey, I was in a situation where I was living, and I had to just keep the peace. And listen, you're not gonna sit up here and threaten me. But listen, I know this from, I ran in the street a little bit. I know this. Listen, if you say you're gonna do something, or you start jumping up like you threatening, and you never do nothing, then you weak. So I knew that this individual was a weak person, But again, I also had understanding and insight to know that they weren't going off of, their own feelings or interactions with me. The narcissist was having fun, filling their brain with stuff. And listen, it blew my mind, because even this individual told me verbally that I was afraid of him. And I was saying to myself, like, dude, like, I'm not afraid of you. Like, I've been out there before. I done did stuff. I done been places. Like, fear. My wife will tell you, fear is not my thing. Matter of fact, I like fear, because I like to face fear. But anyway, my whole point is that, listen, the narcissist will turn people against you. And let me tell you, this became a volatile situation, because, like, I'm the type of individual like this. Like, if you keep on crossing that line, or if you keep on crossing the line to the place where, like, I feel like you're going to threaten me, or feel like you're going to do something, I'm going to stand my ground. As a matter of fact, I'm the type of person, you know, I come from the old school. I guess you call me Generation X. Like my mindset is, listen, bomb first. If you after me, if you trying to get me, I'm gonna get you first. But anyway, I knew that this individual was not capable of that. Like, they were gassed up, they were gaslit by the narcissist, told lies by the narcissist. But listen, and I talked about this in another video. If you want to catch the narcissist off guard, if you want to see them little demons manifest, you want to defeat those demons, do what they don't expect you to do. So this is what I did. I let them bully me and harass me, and I watched the interaction. I watched this person with the narcissist. Like, they would walk around and gloat, and this individual would be standing next to the narcissist as if they're protecting the narcissist from me. It was crazy. But in my mind, because I went through that with a narcissist, I knew that, hey, I'm going to shake the hornet's nest. But listen, I'm not telling you to do that because that was a dangerous move. But listen, I was at the point where, like, I was like, okay, you guys want to play? Let's play. So one day, you know, the flying monkey, he kept harassing me. He kept harassing me. I knew I was calculated. And listen, that's what you empaths got to do. Get calculated with that narcissist. Like, they going to come at you. They going to say things to you. They going to provoke you. Get calculated. So he, you know, he harassed me. He said something. So I jumped in his face. I say, listen, you know, like, you're not going to continue to harass me. This stops today. And I guess, you know, the flying monkey had gotten so much lies and negative energy about me of who I was from the narcissist, because the narcissist is, of course, afraid of my strength and afraid of who I am, that this individual didn't know, like, listen, I don't have a problem throwing hands at you. And so one day I jumped in his face and I was like, listen, like, if you try me one more time, like, we gonna have a problem. And see, he didn't expect that. The narcissist didn't expect that. And listen, when I stirred that hornet's nest, the truth started coming out. Oh, you scared of me. You intimidated by me. I'm like, dude, I'm not scared of you. And listen, let me tell you something. When I stood up to him, like, literally, he ran away. He fled. He didn't want to fight. But listen, I want you all to know that, listen, this is the type of stuff the narcissists do. Now, God forbid it would have been a domestic violence situation. God forbid it would have been a situation where, you know what I'm saying, like, weapons were used or I would have had to defend myself. But my point to you is, like, listen, the narcissists are dangerous people. They don't care. Like, you know, they want to glorify their ego. They want to press you. They want to step on you. They want to oppress you. Watch these people. And when I said to myself, I say, wow, this is just pure straight evil. And I've seen narcissists turn people against one individual. So, you know, again, you know, this my story. You know, I mean, I could have went to jail. Like, you know, if he didn't back down, he kept going, like, you know, it would have been on like Donkey Kong. But, you know, he wasn't about that life. And I knew that too. But I had to prove my point to the narcissist, you know, which I don't always recommend you to do. But listen, what I always recommend is get away, walk away, separate your energy. The best get back you can get is when you move on and you start to rise and shine. That's what's going to kill them. They want you to stay around. They want you to be oppressed. They want to keep taking you through things. They want to get you arrested. They want to put you in jail. They want these things. And listen, I knew what the plan was. I knew what the plot was. And listen, that was evil. Why would you turn somebody against someone? And I can tell you with my whole heart, I had no intentions of threatening or hurting the narcissist, but this individual literally had this person, like, wanted to physically hurt me. But listen, he couldn't physically hurt me. But listen, I ain't scared. Listen, I ain't scared to throw them hands, and I know how to defend myself and protect myself. But again, you know, I thought it was tragic because the narcissist had all these people food. Like, this narcissist just filled these people's head with things and with lies. Why? Because the narcissist feel threatened by me. The narcissist can't stand me. The narcissist hate me because I'm woke. Because you ain't going to run that game on me. Listen, I'm not going to be your flying monkey. I'm not going to follow what people tell me. Listen, I'm a use deductive reasoning to come to my conclusions. You ain't just going to tell me about something. You know, but listen, that ain't what the narcissists want. The narcissists don't want nobody that's woke. They want someone that's weak, that's feeble, that they can take advantage of. And listen, you're not weak, you're not feeble. You just open yourself to love to the wrong person. And listen, you got to learn how to manage that love. You got to learn how to manage that empathy. Some people ain't deserving of your empathy. Some people want to use that empathy to take advantage of you. So listen, that's my word. So listen, just understand, be aware, be alert that the narcissist can play some dangerous games. And listen, some of you, you know, you even spoke in the comments how you've gotten put in jail, you've gotten in trouble. Yeah, I believe you 1,000%. Because them jokers can set your behind up. They can set your behind off. And they can have people turning against you, attacking you, wanting to hurt you because they evil. But you woke, you got game, and you going to move on, and you going to rise to the occasion, and you going to show them everything they spoke about you, everything they said about you is a lie. Until next time, Ferguson, out.